So just switch off that thing. Next step, so now we have our curve and now we have joints, and next I'm going to hide the joints. Just select the joints, press Ctrl H to hide the joints, and right click, say Control Vertex. Now select these 3 joints, 3 CVs, 1 2 3, 1 2 3 and 1 2. For this CV I'm just going to select these 3 CVs and just go to deform, create a cluster, just reset the setting, just make sure relative mode is off, create the cluster, Control Vertex. I'm just going to press G command to repeat the thing, or I'm just go to deform and just create the cluster from here, Control Vertex, select this remaining 2 vertices, go to deform and just create the cluster. So now we have the cluster with us, and we are going to create a control curves now. For creating the control curves, I'm just going to directly just double click on this nerve circle, so it's going to open the attribute for it, and now we have our normal axis to x-axis is pressing on the top, so just going to check this x-axis and just click on the create option. Just all the thing will be as its default value, just click on the create button. So we have our curve, and just duplicate twice, Control D, and we're going to name it. So this will be our top control, middle, control, base control. Okay, so we have 3 curve and we just rename that curve, and I'm going to create a one more group for all that particular curve. I'm just going to click on the Control G button, so we're going to create a group node. So Control G, Control G and Control G. So top control group, top control group, and this is our base control group offset, and I'm going to put middle control group, and over here I'm just going to create one more group. This will be our base control group, base control group. Okay, so we have named that controller. So now we have to orient that thing properly. We have to place that particular curve to respective joints. So I'm going to unhide using Shift H. To select the joint, press Shift H. It will be going to unhide the thing, and now I'm going to do one thing is this will be our base joint. This is our top joint. So just click on the base joint and base controller group, one little change here. We want this, we don't want this. Actually we want it on the middle. I'm just going to click on the group, Control G once again, and just this will be our middle control group, offset, and just keep this name to middle control group, middle control group. So we're going to place top and base controller, and using the point constraint I'm going to use the middle control group. So we need this thing over here, we don't require it over here, so I'm just going to ungroup that thing. Okay, so I think it is base control group and base control, middle control group offset, top control group. Okay, so it's clean now. And now see, on the top control group, this is our top joint. So just select your top control group and press Control key on the last joint and just parent that thing. Okay, and if you just go to this thing over here, we can see the top control group is connected over here. Just zero the value so it is oriented properly. And what is the benefit of this particular group is, now you can see your top controller is properly situated, like it's have zero rotational value. If we shift P that, if we just disconnect that, so you can see a clean value over here, and we have properly generated the curve and oriented properly. Same thing we have to do with our base control as well. So I'm just going to click on the base control group plus the base joint, and I'm going to parent. Just use P button. I've parented it, and if we just go to the group node, and if we just zero this value out, so see is connected. And once again I'm going to press Shift P. I'm going to unparent this thing. So it's done, and we have zero rotational value over here. Now we have to fix this. So in order to create a stretchy joint chain, we always want this particular curve to be in between every time. For that I'm going to use one trick. I'm going to select top control group, base control group, press Control base control group, and select the middle control group, and just parent constraint that thing. Constraint, not the parent constraint, point constraint. So it will be always in the center of that particular thing. Just take it to default. Just don't click on the maintain offset and just apply, so it is centered. So now we cannot move. If you can see this here, we have having this constraint value over here. So that's why I've created this particular thing. So from here we can rotate our curve to, let's say we have to rotate around Z axis 90 degree, and I want to snap this particular thing to this particular cluster. For that I'm just going to use V to point constraint this and this middle mouse and just dragging it over here. Okay, done. So just make sure every time whatever the controller you have zero default value. Just make sure X y having a default 0 values on the control curve. We should not have any value on the control curves.